Hello, welcome to my channel. I can't even say welcome back because this is actually my first video on here. So if you are watching this, hello, my name is Kian. I'm a 20-year-old from Ireland, and I've kind of made this channel as a way to get my life back on track. Basically, I moved away at the start of this year and I've just moved back home, and with that I've kind of learned that I want to pursue a lot of the goals and dreams I used to have rather than forget about them completely, which is what I seem to do with a lot of them, but that's okay. I just feel like if I tell the world about them, maybe it will actually make me want to follow through with it. So as someone starting with literally nothing, and I mean no degrees, no investments, no savings, no anything, like I'll be quite real and quite honest, and I say it without actually feeling that embarrassed about it, but I can't, like, there's nothing special about me, there's nothing I can say that is unique or different about me. I have no presence on social media, I don't have I didn't study in college, I'm boring, and it's time that I change that, and I want to use this channel as a way for people to relate to and be able to change themselves, because I hope that by me speaking about my struggles, and I'm sure you'll find like I have quite a lot, that you'll be able to feel content with maybe some that you have as well. So to start the video, I just wanted to firstly introduce myself, and secondly talk about what it's like to feel like on a scale you'd be at the very bottom, and hopefully by the end of the video I will feel motivated to keep going up, and hopefully you guys will be able to help me. So let's get straight into it. When I say I have zero of anything, I basically mean I have no savings, I don't invest in anything, I don't have a degree behind my back, and I don't have like school scores that I'm impressed with enough to actually pursue anything. But these are all things that if you really want to change, you can, and that's what my goal is for this year, 2026, and even 2027, because some of these things, they'll take a while, but starting off like strong is my education. So if you know me, or if you'd ask any of my friends, oh, how was Kian in school? Did he go to my school? That would be the answer you'd get. Like, was he in my class? Like, I was never in school. To sum it up, I was never in school. I thought it was more fun to go to McDonald's with my friends for breakfast, and I didn't go to school. But looking back, and I know adults say this all the time, and you think it's kind of cliche, but it's true. Like, I wish I did go to school. So this year I have applied to resit my school exams next year. That basically means this year I will be starting the school curriculum again, studying, doing exam questions, projects, oral exams, everything basically. And it is, looking at it, like thinking of it now, like it is pretty stressful to think about, because I haven't been in school in two years, nearly 3 years maybe even. It's quite a lot of pressure to learn all of that material in a couple of months, but I want to do law in college, which is kind of what's driving me to really put my head in the books this time. Law is something I'm quite ambitious about, and I really want to have my Like It Was Hard moment from Legally Blonde, because I think that will, like, I'll be so content in life if I can do that. But only if I do law. So the plan this year is really to get my heads back in the books. If I have to cut something out of my life, like social life even, that's a sacrifice I'm gonna have to make. But I'm very ambitious and determined to get a law degree. I think that just sounds even cool. Like, I wanna get that far in my education, and I'm willing to cut some stuff out if need be, to get there. And that's one thing that I've kind of failed to realize. But if you want some things, you're gonna have to make sacrifices. And before, I wasn't willing to sacrifice things, but now I think it's important, because, you know, if you're sacrificing, like, if I sacrifice my social life to be able to study more, like, what really am I missing out on? You know, what am I actually missing out on besides going out for a few drinks? You know, like, in 10 years time, when I'm on the stand, like, putting drunk drivers in jail, like, I'll be thankful for not going out those few times. But whereas before, if I missed a night out, it was like, no, like, oh my god, what if something happens? What if I miss all the drama? But who cares? But leading on from my education, my lifestyle is another thing that I need to work on. I think these past few weeks, now I start a new job in a couple of days, so that will be a big help towards the things I'm about to say. But I've not been working these past few weeks, the longest period of time that I haven't had a job, and the amount of time I've spent in my bed is not okay. It's not, and that's as truthful as it is. I wake up in the morning, I stay in bed, I doom scroll on my phone. I get out of bed, I'm still in my pajamas, so I'm just like, why not get back in? I'm not doing anything anyway. I want that habit to stop immediately. I want my bed to be like somewhere rewarding. So, like, if I'm doing, like, let's see, like, I done a little dream board the other day, but I done it in bed. So when I was finished, it wasn't like, oh yeah, I can go to bed now. It was like, oh, I'm already in bed, you know. This is just a plant, by the way. That looks kind of weird, but it's just a plant. Right. I want my bed to be like somewhere rewarding, and getting out of bed, getting dressed every day, instead of just being ready for bed all day, I want to be ready for the day, you know, if that makes sense. But yeah, going on to my third goal, something I've never even cared about or put an interest in or even studied is investing money. Because that is so confusing. Like, I don't understand the stock market. I don't understand any of it. But this year I do want to start investing my money into something. If I have to study just one company just for a while so I know it's worth investing in, that's something I want to do. So I have kind of started watching some videos on investing, but apparently investing is like the best way to like make money. I know it's like a long-term thing, but I think if I get ahead of it now, maybe in 10 years it will be like some beneficial thing to me. I don't know. As I said, all of this is coming from a place that, like, I wanted to do all these things in the past, but I've never followed through with them. But now that I'm here and back home and I kind of have nothing going on, it's now that, like, I want to pursue all of it. So, like, it's a lot on my plate, and it's a lot to hear as well, but this is years worth of, like, dreams and goals. But I want anyone watching this to be able to realize that they can bring back all these dreams and goals, and nothing ever has to be buried forever. You know, there's always a time where you can come back to these things. And I feel like now that I'm at like 0, there's no better time. There's nowhere I can go but up. And that's another cliche, ironic thing to say, but you can only be, there's only so low you can go that you can only get higher from there. And I feel like I'm in that phase of wanting to like climb up the ladder, you know? So yeah, it's basically, or to summarize the video and to give a little quick outro, I'm not sure where this kind of channel will go. I'm not sure if anyone's even interested in following along my journey to wherever, but I hope that if you at least watch this with the mindset that, you know, you're also at 0, that you feel like if someone else out there is doing something to better themselves, that you can as well. Because as cliche as it sounds, like, if I can do it, like, I truly believe you can. Like, genuinely, I feel like if I can do this, anyone can kind of do this. You know, I don't come from like, I'm not coming from a place of like, oh, I already have stuff to kind of build a foundation off of. I quite literally have nothing to my name, but I want to be able to change that, and I want to be able to document it, and I hope in a year's time I can watch this video and say, hey Cian, like, thank God you started doing this, because you never know what could come your way. You never know what changes you can make for yourself, and that's all you need to do. Like, make the change. Even have the thought about making the change. Like, recognizing that you want to change something is like the first step to anything. And this year and next year, and as I said, even 2027, I want to be able to like change myself. So I hope you all enjoyed the video, whoever watched, and I hope that you follow along or watch the next video whenever that is. I quite literally have no idea what I might even talk about next time, but thank you for watching, and yeah, use my advice, use anything I said. Let me know if you feel like you have any struggles or dreams that you haven't pursued that you want to, and I will try my best to be of motivation for you. But thank you all for watching, and until next time, I hope I'm able to say I'm in a slightly better situation than I was right now. But thank you for watching.